If you want to become a better defensive player in Madden 24, then stop what you're doing right now and watch this video because today I'm about to break down and explain all these secret quick adjustments the pros use so you can quick adjust like a pro. Now, my name is Duke. I've been a pro Madden player for over 20 years. I run sportsgamers.com, and one of the most common things I see players say is, hey, I don't know how to do this adjustment on defense. I don't know how to set this up. If I try to do this, I get quick snapped. And most players just don't understand how to do all the adjustments you need to do on defense to set these defenses up so you can get stops, you can get interceptions, you can get sacks, and you can just play defense like a pro and become a better player. So today I'm going to break down a full guide of everything you need to know defensively so you can run any defense you want with ease, you can get stops and all that. So I'm going to break down all these quick adjustments from the nickel 3-3 formation. You can find this in the 4-6 or multiple defensive playbooks. But I do want you guys to know that you can apply these tips that I'm about to show you guys into any defensive playbook or any defensive formation. So these are a lot of general concepts. Now, if you're new to my channel and you like high-level Madden content, tips, and gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop me a like, comment, show some support. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys enjoy playing daily fantasy sports, make sure to check out Thrive Fantasy. I've partnered with them, and they will give you a 100% deposit match up to $250 if you use code Duke and you click the link I have in the description and the pinned comment of this video. Thrive Fantasy is legit. I love it, and I know you guys will too. So there's essentially a few different quick adjustments you need to understand. There's essentially three categories is what we're going to break them down to in this video. Number one is me going over the quick adjustments for your secondary. Number two, going over the quick adjustments for your linebackers. Finally, number three, going over the quick adjustments for your defensive line. So let's start with the secondary first to make this easy and simple to understand. Now, there's essentially a few different things you can do with your secondary. You could do global adjustments, such as adjusting your coverages, shading, or pressing them, backing them off, their alignment essentially. Or you can do individual adjustments, which would be maybe to just press or back up one corner, or maybe you individually change the assignment of one of your secondary players. And I'm going to break down how to do both. So let's start with the global secondary adjustments first, which is going to allow you to either, like I said, change global shading or alignment. So to do this, coverage, you first need to bring up your coverage adjustments menu. To do that, you hit either triangle or Y. Now, triangle or Y, once you hit that, you guys can see, now you have a menu on the left stick and the right stick. Essentially, if you hit down on the left stick, you will press your coverage, right? Pretty simple. If you hit up on the left stick, you'll give cushion, which backs them off. If you hit to the left, you'll show blitz, which essentially brings everybody into the box. You hit to the right, it's going to base align, which essentially is going to give your defense the same alignment no matter what offensive formation the offense comes out in. Now, these are very basic adjustments. Very basic. Very basic. These are as basic as it gets. Once you have adjusted your secondary's position to your liking, you might want to shade them. Now, shading is done by using the right analog stick. You can shade, as you guys see on the menu, over the top, underneath, inside, or outside. Underneath is simply down on the right stick. Maybe I want to stop, some underneath routes, shade down. You don't want to get beat over the top, you shade over the top. You don't want to get beat to the outside on corners, you shade outside. You don't want to get beat over the middle, you shade inside. Now, it's important to note you can do a combination of shading. I personally like to shade down always, unless I don't want to get beat deep, and then shade inside or out depending upon the routes I'm expecting. But down is just more aggressive coverage in general. Now, there's one other pretty crucial global trick that I sometimes use, and that's to play sticks. Now, what playing the sticks does is after you hit triangle or Y, you could hit either L1 or LB depending upon your system, and it's basically going to tell your defense to play to the sticks. So say it's 3rd and 15, any zones you have on the field, they're going to play the first down marker essentially so you don't get beat. Now, those are the global secondary adjustments. Those are very basic, but more importantly is the individual safety adjustments. Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. Secondary adjustments. Now, to access these, once you hit triangle, okay, or Y, depending on your system, you then again hit triangle Y. So it's basically, if you're on Xbox, Y, or if you're on PlayStation, triangle. All right. Now, once you've done this, you see that all the icons of your secondary players pop up. The safeties, the outside corners, and slot corners. At this point, whichever player you want to adjust his assignment. Say I want to put the free safety in some sort of zone. He's in man coverage right now, but I want to zone him out. I hit his icon, it's triangle. Now, once you hit the player's icon you want to adjust, what happens is a menu pops up. Now, you guys can see you have assignments for the left stick and then the right stick. If you look, you see that you have a deep half is up on the left stick. Then you have an inside third to the left on the left stick. To the right on the left stick is a curl flat, and down on the left stick is a hook curl. Now on the right stick you have blitzes down on the right stick, QB spy left on the right stick, an inside quarter zone to the right on the right stick, and man coverage is up on the right stick. And if you hit man coverage, you flicked up on the right stick, you would then have to pick the icon of the player you want to man him up. But anyways, let's say, for example, we want to put this free safety who's manned up on this guy right here currently. He should be on the running back. But say we want to put him in an inside third. We would hit triangle, or YY. His icon, in this case, that's the triangle again. And then an inside third is to the left on the left stick. Bam! He's in an inside third. Now, the advantage of being able to quick adjust is a few different things. Number one, you can do it much quicker than scrolling through all of your defenders. So for the guys who I see commenting in the videos, oh, I can't set that up, I'm going to get quick snapped. You're getting quick snapped because you don't know how to quick adjust, all right? Once you quick adjust, you're not going to get quick snapped. The other thing is you can just always stay on the player you want to use her. Say you want to use her this linebacker. You can just stay on him. You can quick adjust all the players of your defense without having to scroll through. So there's no way you can get quick snap now because you're on the right player. And once you get these assignments down as muscle memory, they're super fast. Like I could quick adjust 2 people before the offense even, does anything. It's super fast. It's way faster. So the best way to practice this is to get into practice mode. So that was part number 1, the secondary. Part number 2 is going to be the linebackers. So the way you access the linebackers adjustments is, and I remember just reset my play to make this easy, is you hit, for the linebackers, you hit right on the D-pad, right? Once you hit right on the D-pad, all of your linebacker adjustments will come up. Once again, you could be on any player you want on the defense, and these adjustments will pop up. You don't have to scroll through your players. So very similarly to the defensive backs, you have 2 categories for your linebackers. You have the global adjustments, which will essentially affect all of your linebackers. And then you have the individual assignments you could use for each linebacker. So as you guys can see here, I have essentially 2 things I could do globally. I could shift them. You guys can see on the left stick, you can shift them. You can spread them out up on the left stick. You can pinch them down on the left stick to the left or to the right, respectively, on the left stick. So say I want to shift them to the left. I would just flick to the left on the left stick. They're shifted, right? Also, you could blitz them all. You could zone them all out. So again, you hit, to access these adjustments, right on the D-pad. And now you see on the right stick, if you flick up, it zones them all out. So, now they're in zones. You want to blitz them all? Hit down on the right stick, it blitzes them all. Okay? So, pretty simple, right? Pretty simple so far. But again, kind of like the secondary, more importantly is you can individually adjust all these players too. So to do that, you hit first again, always to access your linebackers, the first thing to do is hit to the right on the D-pad, and then you hit right to the D-pad again. Now, once you hit right on the D-pad twice, you can see your icons above each of your linebackers' heads pop up. You got triangle, square, X in this case. So whichever player you want to adjust. Say I want to adjust the linebacker on the right of the screen. That's X. I hit his icon. And again, similar to the defensive backs, you will see two menus pop up. One for the left stick, one for the right stick. Each menu has different assignments. So on the left stick, you can see up is a middle third on the left stick. Down is a middle read, a mid read. Okay? To the left on the left stick is a hook curl. To the right to curl flat. Now, on the right stick, down is blitzing him. Hard flat is to the right. QB spy is to the left. And man coverage is up. And if you want to man him up, once you hit up, you'll have to man him up on the corresponding player you want to man him up to. Say you want to man him up to the tight end, that's X. But let's say we want to put that linebacker on the right of the screen into a hard flat. Just as a quick example. So you would hit right, X, his icon, and then hard flat, right on the right stick. That might sound like confusing, right? Look, he's in a hard flat now. But watch this. I just did it. I did it in probably less than a second. So once you get this muscle memory down, you can control everything about your defense while staying on your user very fast. So fast that you're not going to get quick snapped and the offense is not going to be able to confuse you, right? You're going to be able to change all the assignments of your players very easily, and this is going to allow you to set up better defenses to stop better offensive players. Now, the last segment we got here is your defensive line. This is probably the easiest, most basic, but it still is important, all right? So, to access your defensive line adjustments, you hit to the left on the D-pad, all right? To the left. Now, again, pretty similar. We have global and individual D-line adjustments. I'll be honest with you. 99% of the time, I use only the global D-line adjustments. Very rarely do I individually, assign a D lineman on a different assignment. I mean, I will. Don't get me wrong. Maybe if I want to put one in QB spy, if like a fast quarterback's giving me problems, I need to spy, I'm sure. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to use the global adjustments, but I will show you how to do the individual ones as well. So once you hit, again, to the left on the D-pad, at first the global adjustments pop up. So essentially what you can do globally is shift them like we did the linebackers and then change their rush angles, right? So on the left analog stick controls their shifts. So if you want to spread them, that's up on the left stick. Pinch them, it's down on the left stick. To shift them left or right, respectively on the left stick. Want to pinch them. So I would just hit left on the D-pad, then down on the left stick. See, they pinch. Now, I can also control their rush angles, and that's on the right stick. So you can see the rush angles right now. Say I want to crash them, get them to have outside rush angles, right? So to do that, I'll hit left on the D-pad, and then I flick up on the right stick. You guys can see, slants them outside. Want to slant them down? That's down on the right stick. To the left, left on the right stick. To the right, right on the right stick. Pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory, right? This allows you, this is really good for shifting and stunts to set up different blitzes, maybe, affect your run defense. It's very useful. It's very easy to do. Now, like I said, you also can individually adjust them. I don't do this very often, but just to show you guys how you do it. Again, pretty similar to the DBs and the linebackers, you have to hit left on the D-pad twice. So you hit left, left again. Now individually, you see their icons. Again, triangle, X, square. Triangle, say I want to adjust him. Hit his icon. So you'll see their assignments. Again, you have two menus. Left stick, right stick. Left stick, up. Vertical hook to the left. To the left. Hook curl to the left. To the right. Hook curl to the right. Down. Vertical hook to the right. Right stick, up. Man coverage. Obviously, then you hit the icon of the guy you want to man him up. This is the most common one I use. To the left on the right stick, QB spot. To the right, bluff blitz, down, blitz. Pretty simple. But this QB spy I use a lot. So maybe I want to spy the D tackle. They're running around. So I hit left, triangle, and then I flick the right stick to the left. Bam. He's in a QB spot. Guys, these quick adjustments are very helpful. They will allow you to change your defense on the fly, set up more complex defenses, stop better offensive players with adjustments. You can use these adjustments in any defensive formation you use, any defensive playbook you use. You just need to get into practice mode. My biggest recommendation is get into practice mode, get comfortable with these adjustments, spend 5 or 10 minutes on each adjustment until you have it and muscle memory. Then get into a game. The more games you play learning this and doing this, the faster and better and more comfortable you will get. Don't be scared. A lot of people are scared to even try to learn this because it sounds like a lot. Might be. But if you dedicate yourself to learning this, you will become a much better player and you will be 100 times better than before. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to see more tutorials like this, smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.